We all have a story to tell, but turning that story into a song, well, that's where the magic begins. You don't need to be a poet. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to know how a song is built and where your story fits into it. Today, we're breaking down the real meaning of verse, chorus, and bridge. Not in theory, but in real, relatable terms. Because once you understand this, your story can finally become a song. Hey, my friend, I'm Mr. Craig. Welcome to Lyrically Speaking. This is the channel where beginner lyricists over 40 learn how to turn life experience into meaningful lyrics. Now, before I start, I want to encourage you to do this. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Go ahead now and click that button. Also, hang around. There's a challenge at the end that you might want to stick around for that. Now, let's get back to it. If you've ever had, that moment that made you stop and feel something, that's a verse. If you've repeated a thought to yourself, maybe in a tough situation or a tough moment, that is the chorus. And if you've ever had that realization that changed everything, that is your bridge. So let's break it down simply and clearly so that by the end of this video, you'll never hear a song the same way again. Well, let's get to the verse. Your story starts right there. The verse is where your story begins. It sets the scene. It tells us where we are and what's going on. Not with fancy words, but with honesty. Think of your verse like a journal entry. You're showing us a moment from your life as it really was. About an example line. We've used this before, I think. I left the porch light on last night. I don't know why. Now, that one line, it holds a memory, emotion, it may be routine. That's the power of a verse. It's not always about what is said, but about what is felt. It's like there's a sadness there or loneliness. It leaves the listener wanting more. It's mysterious, even. Which leads us to what? Well, the chorus. Really, the heart of what you mean in the verses. The chorus is the part that we repeat sometimes. And the part we remember typically in most songs is the chorus. It's the emotional anchor of your song. Great choruses are often the simplest. Not clever sometimes, but just honest. A good example of a great chorus is the one we discussed in our last video, Let It Be by the Beatles. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. It's repetitive, but powerful. Um, well, because it speaks something we kind of all need to hear. Your heart. The chorus could also be something like Elton John's I'm Still Standing, or just any line like it's going to be all right, or don't forget me, or uh, it's okay. That one line can carry a whole song, as in Let It Be, uh, especially if it's said with honesty. Now, that brings us to the next thing, the bridge, the moment of change. The bridge is the moment where things shift. It's the scenery, the emotion, the realization. It's where the song breathes, or something that gives us the why of the verse. Think of it like a turning point in a movie. Uh, the big decision, the quiet breakdown, the deep breath before the ending. Um, and keeping with our theme, here's an example from Let It Be. The line, and when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree. Powerful. Suddenly, the song opens up. It widens. It deepens. The meaning deepens. The emotion grows. Um, that's what a good bridge does. And so now, well, we're going to think about what to do next. And that is putting it all together. So here's the challenge. Let's practice. Um, Write a 2-line verse from your life, something small, maybe honest. Uh, just write 2 lines, and then write a chorus that repeats. Um, a simple truth that you felt, or something like that. Uh, and then we want to write a bridge that changes direction or offers a new perspective. Uh, but you don't need to be complex, and you don't need complex rhyme. Just keep it simple. Uh, you don't really even need a perfect melody at this point. You just need a real moment and the courage to shape it. So let's work on that this week, and by the next video. If this helped you, well, first of all, give the video a like, and second, drop a lyric line in the comments, or leave it in an email. The link is in the description, and we'll see where it goes from there. Again, be sure to subscribe, and that way you won't miss what's next. We're going to share where I'll help you take a couple of raw ideas and build it into a full lyric step by step. Well, I'm Mr. Craig. This has been Lyrically Speaking. And remember, your story is already a song. Let's write it together. And finally, remember to love boldly, live fiercely, dream mightily, and write continuously. Well, that's it for me. See you in the next video. Take care.